Another episode, another one of your questions. Today we're answering your questions when it comes to branded content marketing, so stay tuned. From Instagram to TikTok and Facebook and YouTube and everything in between, content marketing makes big money. But we really lose a lot of the power that content creates when we miss out on our branding opportunities. Our branding opportunities give us a space where we can tell our customers a story, where when done really effectively, we tell our customers stories. So we're going to talk about that and so much more in this episode. We're going to talk about the fun behind the money, the best people to connect with, and the cutting edge strategy making brands wildly visible. If we look at what's really working, what's subliminally working in the world of content marketing, we can see that those who are creating entertainment are able to get a lot more traction than those who are making simple how-to videos. Yes, they both serve different needs, but we can see that more people are watching for longer periods of time. So we have more watch eyeballs and for longer periods of time, more viewing hours, entertainment that is geared towards entertaining themselves, or content that is geared towards entertaining them. So if we think about our own brands and what can we do in order to step into that entertainment content space, well, there's a few different things that you could do. So one of the first things that you could do is create a talk show where you're bringing on experts to talk about your industry or your niche or problems that your customers have, but you're doing it in a way that is entertaining, that is relaxing, that isn't full of the pressure of a sales presentation. You can also do this by having a reality type show where you're having people, your viewers, watch as you build something out, watch as you create something. It could be you creating something, or you could get really into reality TV and make your own game shows. That's a great way to also not only entertain people, but to connect with people in your industry. An amazing example is Jim Beard, who did this with the X's and O's show. And this was a fantastic example of being entertaining. It was quite enjoyable not only to be on the show, but to watch the show as well. But it was also super entertaining in terms of the content that was provided to the viewers. So great ideas overall, but make sure that you're looking for ways that you're not just standing up there giving a sales presentation, but you're actually creating content that's valuable and entertaining. You know what's entertaining? When you guys hit the subscribe button, because every time I check for a new subscriber and I see one, I do a little dance. And if you're my next subscriber, maybe I'll post my silly subscriber dance for you. Now, if you want to increase your brand visibility, one thing you could do is slap your logo and your colors and your fonts all over everything. And that's one way to definitely get your brand out there. But we have to think about the story that we're telling with our brand. And just like a person, our stories will sometimes overlap and intertwine with others. And that's where the beauty of joint venture partnerships comes in. Because when your brand is able to interact and connect with another brand who has an overlapping customer base as yours, you're able to weave both of your stories together. You're both able to come together kind of like characters in an action film, for example, or best friends on a quest. You're both individually strong and able to overcome great obstacles, or you're able to provide solutions for your people to overcome those obstacles. But when you come together, you're able to achieve something even bigger. You're able to connect to an even bigger movement, and that is a really powerful space to be. So when it comes to creating content, then look at creating partnerships with content creators who stretch your abilities even. Connect with content creators who their superpowers are in realms that maybe you're not as strong in. That way you can both bring your powers together. It sounds super cheesy when I say it like that, but I mean it. When you bring both of your superpowers together, you can create content that is wildly successful. On top of that, you're also connecting to each other's audiences, therefore dragging more eyeballs over to your content as well. So definitely look for those opportunities in your industry and in your niche. Look at those other influencers or coaches or speakers or content creators who are serving an audience that is similar to yours. Approach them and see what kind of magic you guys can make. Definitely let me know about them down in the comments below. All right, so my favorite way to show your product or your service in the world of content marketing is to create a show for your product, to show what I like to call your product's life. So we'll talk about this in different ways. We can talk about this in terms of products, and we can talk about this in terms of services. Do you ever remember those sales presentations for those magic mops or those chamois or those different products where they would have a traveling salesperson who would go from store to store to store, and every busy day they would be set up there doing the same pitch to a different audience? I thought this was really, really funny because as a kid, I would sit there and watch them for sometimes hours on end. I was just absolutely fascinated that they would continuously be coming up with different solutions to any kind of objection that the customers in the presentation would be throwing their way. And this is a beautiful way to actually utilize the technology we have at our fingertips, like live streaming, and to connect with our dream audience. So if you create a live stream show where you're able to talk about your product on a regular basis, you're able to show how your product works on a regular basis, you're able to be there as part of people's day-to-day lives, really. You're able to connect on a much more intimate level with them. You're going to see a huge change in the number of conversions you're going to start seeing in your business. You're going to see a lot more people who are saying, yes, you have the established authority. Yes, you have established influence. And now I am going to say yes to purchasing your product. And they've been able to do this because they feel respected by you, simply because you have taken the time to show them, to walk them through the process of not only purchasing your product, but using it to the fullest. Now, you can do the same thing if you are a service-based business as well. If you use highlights and testimonials from past customers, if you show where customers were when they started and where they are now after they have gone through your process, or somewhere in between, you're able to use that space to, again, connect to those dream customers, to those potential customers, to those who are sitting on the fence. They're not quite teetered over to deciding to purchase your services. But either way, if you serve them with great value and you show them step by step by step what it's like to purchase your product, use, and thrive with your service, that is going to make the difference, the biggest difference in your business. Another thing that's going to make a big difference in your business, we like to call the Visibility Hacking Secrets Vault, and it's a video vault with a variety of different trainings that are going to help you level up your influence, your authority, and ultimately your income online. So check the links down below. And in the meantime, check out one of these videos because I think you'll like them, the algorithm thinks you'll like them, and if you don't like them, just let me know in the comments below.